Oh, mm. All right. Welcome, everyone. This is class number 4. I don't know how it happens of our crop circle drawing explorations. And let me ask everyone to mute because it makes the recording easier. It stays on one camera angle. And otherwise, I would love it if we were just having a chat all the time, but we are at least able to show up from Melbourne to Wisconsin. And so we pay the price. We tolerate the techno limitations. So let's just drop in together, give ourselves that precious moment of some deep breaths in through your nose and releasing everything you'd like to release on the out breath. Knowing that with every breath, this too shall pass from one moment into a new moment. Into another new moment where we can choose again and again what we carry, what we release, what we show up with, how we want to show up. Dropping into the breath and giving a moment of clarity for that choice. Breathing into our bodies, relaxing and activating simultaneously. Taking a little inventory, just noticing how you are showing up in that choice. Noticing how your body is feeling, your emotions, your thoughts. Just saying hello to all the parts of you, your energy system, your sensory system, your spirit, just connecting with the larger parts of you that don't always get some play in the game. Nice deep breath into your heart, calling all those aspects of high frequency and vast intelligence to yourself, remembering yourself as that incredibly vast human, having a human experience. Find a deep sense of appreciation for the things that bring you joy and beauty in this life. And sitting in that heart center, taking a moment to feel each other on the call, feel your presence, feel your connection to everyone in our unique way and as a collective. This beautiful band of merry misfits together in this journey. In gratitude and connection and grounded in yourself. As you're ready, come back to our shared space, shared visual space. Non-local connections, right, across all the continuum, all the vacuum. Okay, so it's so wonderful to be here with you all. Let me hand it over to a check-in and just hear how we all are. Welcome, Stephanie. Good to have you here. And who would like to start us off with a hello?
Oh, all right.
All right.
I'm fine. Little stressed with art business stuff, and things that I need to get done. But other than that, all good.
Yeah. I love spotlighting you and all your art back there. There's just always so much amazing.
Yeah, I had all that stuff photographed this last week, and now I'm culling through the photos, and
Mm, yeah.
yeah, it's a lot.
It's a labor of love. It's a labor of
Hmm.
love.
But it's fun.
Yeah, it's fun. Did crop circles or synchronicities or anything related to cosmic intelligence enter your week this week? But no, it's unaware, right? It always is. I don't want to assume that it is or isn't. Anything pop in?
No, I've had like one visitation in my sleep where it felt like some beings were just kind of like pushing on my head while I was asleep. And I woke
Oh,
up to like, hey, what's up? And they went away.
that was pretty fun, though. That's pretty fun.
Yeah, it wasn't like a psychic icky energy visit. I've had those before, but this was
Mm,
more of a nobody
love it.
died, so it wasn't like anyone was trying to say goodbye that I know
Right.
of. So,
Mm-hmm.
just kind of a hey,
Oh, nice. I'll take one of those.
yeah, it was nice.
All right. Good to see you. Thanks for starting it us off.
Mhm.
All right. Who would love to say hi now? Oh, nice. Yeah. Love it. Is that your launch? I think that means you're stepping in. That is so spectacular.
Yeah, why not? Why
Oh,
not?
yeah.
Let's see. Well, I posted in the Telegram about the owl, so I just thought that was really cool.
Mm.
Because in my entire life, I don't believe that I have ever seen one that is not in captivity. That was my first time ever.
Really?
Yes. So it was a big deal for me. It was like, okay, this is a message.
Yeah, I didn't see that. I saw Lori's, but I didn't see yours. I'm so sorry.
Yeah,
Wow. All
yeah.
right, fabulous. I'll go back and
So
look.
and I think it was a busy week, but I had an opportunity to connect one time, and I got some good insights about the situation with my daughter, and so I got really good information, and so I was very grateful to have that deeper wisdom,
Mm,
and get it from obviously the beings that are behind all of the crop circle work and the crop circles themselves, because they are actual portals so that we can actually tap into that universal wisdom as well ourselves. So anyway, I think that was really wonderful. What I want to say though is today was a good validation for me of what happens when someone who usually would be in very high frequency allows the world to bring them down to a lower frequency. Everything in the day goes in the wrong way, goes in the wrong direction. Things
mm,
that I have never seen happen today. And I was like, I better recalibrate my energy like right this second
mm,
before more things happen. So little things, like very simple things. I'm going to give you an example. We went to a coffee shop and we order our drinks, and 10-15 minutes later everybody got their drinks and we're still waiting. And so we're like, what happened to our drinks? We're like, well, somebody else got the drinks. And I was like, what do you mean somebody else got the drinks? Why? And it was like, I called for the drink and somebody else came and you guys didn't move. And I was like, so that has literally never happened before. So that was really interesting to experience. It's like, wow, okay, I never knew that could be something that would go wrong in a coffee shop. That was one thing. Then we went to come to the class, right? And because we're driving together, and we actually saw 4 vehicle collision, like
Oh,
few feet from where we were.
no.
The car spun, and it was
Oh,
us that actually stopped the car. Otherwise, it would have kept going. And I was like, I had never seen a bus actually has to stop the car because the car was not going to stop. It
oh
was
my gosh.
yeah, and
Wow.
yeah. It was surreal. I'm like, okay, that was a first as well.
Wow.
And
Mm,
lighter note, I didn't see anybody getting killed, so they're still alive.
okay.
Um,
Life
and
is
then
different for them now.
yes,
Mhm.
yes. And then we went to look for something so simple as boots because
Mhm.
of the costume for tonight. And it took us like 2 hours and we were not finding boots anywhere. I was like, how complicated can that be, right?
Mm,
So all of these little things piled up during the day. It's like, okay, I need to elevate my frequency. This is what happens when you bring everything else down. It's like things start getting out of whack. So just having that awareness that how interconnected we are, that if one goes down, everybody else can sense it and things start getting
mm,
off track.
mm.
So um, either you're aware of it or not, but it does happen. And so I just wanted to mention that it was quite a wake-up call.
Yeah. Yeah. Seeing an accident like that is a huge wake up call. I mean, we just zip around in these little tin cans, you know.
Hmm.
But also I will just add, it's an outrageously powerful eclipse, and there's, like everything's so wonky that, maybe we're wonky, a field is wonky. So yeah, but turning it around seems to be the only way to ride it out for sure.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. Thank you for the storyline, the with the parable.
Are you wearing an
Glad
owl hat?
she
I
is.
am.
Yeah,
Oh, that is fun. It's cute.
that's fabulous. I can't believe you've never seen an owl ever. That's amazing. I'm so glad you had that. I can't believe I missed that on the telegram, but
Oh, that's
okay,
wonderful. And
that
after I
is
saw
very
one
exciting.
last week,
Yeah, we got an owl theme going on.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we could chat forever. We do want to get to a crop circle, but thank you for the check-in, and sure glad you weren't part of that accident. But and all right, who's coming in next? Yeah, Maureen. Oops. There it
That's the
is.
one I want.
Hi.
Hello, everybody. It's wonderful to see you. It's just a wonderful thing doing this, and love to you all. I had my camera off before, but I could hear you all, so it's just attending to the dogs. I felt like a couple of weeks preparation for getting my body ready and doing energy work and making it into my routine has brought me into this season, and I feel quite comfortable in this. But look, there's not much that is pulling me out either to do things outside in the world. So yeah, it's been good. But doing the energy practices and what you said, Stephanie, that's just a brilliant example of how things can go down so quickly. And they have up and down over the last couple of weeks, but I think that's just how things are now, isn't it? Riding the waves, you know. I went for a walk this morning and in the sun to catch the early rays of the sun, and there's this big noise. These ravens making this terrible noise that you don't usually hear a whole bunch of them making. And as I get closer, there's something in the middle of the road, and I go, oh, yeah. And yes,
Oh
a raven
yeah.
had been hit,
No.
and I picked it up. I think it was a
Yay.
small one,
Yeah.
and it was still warm, but it was dead. So I put it on the side of the road on the grass and blessed it. And the ravens, they're just going nuts, you know. And all the way around the block for about 40 minutes, I could hear them making this noise, and then they stopped. So I don't know, but it was the emotion of the whole thing that these wonderful birds, and ravens do have a reputation for connections to the other side, were just making such a fuss. And I haven't seen that many around. There was about 8 that I could count. There was some flying around. It's like the ravens from all over the place had come here to make a big noise and say quite a few things about this young one, I think, that passed. So I blessed them all and went off on the walk with in an interesting heart space, sad on one part, opened up to something else in another. And then I was walking around and I get to a house where somebody's just bought the property, and I believe it's a family from India, Sri Lanka, somewhere like that. And because they sort of still wear some of those clothes. And in the corner, there was a big bush, and it had been cut down, but not by a chainsaw, but by a machete by the look of it. So these sort of chops. And I thought, oh, that's a different way. That's something I haven't seen for ages. Usually people just go, chop things down. And the lady was out the front just preparing her garden. And it just brought the thought to, wow, that's really good. So they're bringing different things from there where they were to here. And then the thought come along that we're doing that too. We're bringing into the world this drawing of the crop circles. We're making it a little bit more normal. The more often we do it, the more often it's available for everybody else. So it was just that sort of thing, this individual doing what you're doing can make such a big difference. It's there, even in a small part, for somebody else to utilize if they feel like it. So that was my big thing. But otherwise, the week's been collecting my energy, bringing the light in, all that sort of thing. But the main part of that is learning to surrender and stop hanging on to the bits that I think are so vitally important, because when I let them go, that's when the magic happens. So I'm really learning how to do that.
Beautiful.
And
Thank you,
that's about all. I haven't got, I did do some colouring earlier in the week, but I haven't got to do the crop circles nearly as much as I would like to.
You're here, made it.
Yeah.
So that's what counts, and we're doing our part. Thank you. That's quite a full circle with the ravens and the machete and the appreciate it. Takes me right there to where you are. So all right. Thank you. We got the top of Marla's head. Hi, Pauline. How you doing? Pauline, go for it. You were jumping.
Hello, everybody.
Hi there.
I liked what you said in the introduction, Nadi. They were all marvelous misfits.
Yeah.
I like that because that's how I feel. Because I can't talk about this or to anybody except for my husband. It's like, okay, well, but I'm having a ball. It's fun, and and I'm going to reiterate what you guys have already said about the energy has been a little different, right? And we have to realize that even though we're marvelous misfits, couldn't say it, we are still going to go through what everybody, we're still going to have our ups and downs, and we're still going to have to keep that frequency up as we go along. And yeah, it's been a little roller coaster for me too. But today there's something really cute. I'm a little parakeet that we've had for about a little over a year and a half. He said, "Hi, Pauline," today.
Oh my gosh.
I was right there, so I don't know, he recognized me, but it was so cute. My husband and I both heard it, and I said, "Did you hear what he said?" He says, "Yeah, he said your name."
After a year and a half, I love that.
It just made me so happy when he
Oh
did that.
yeah. Oh yeah.
So that was my cute little thing today, and that's about all really. I'm just looking forward to this crop circle thing. Last week's beautiful one, I just love it. Every time I look at it, I didn't
Well, let's
call
see
it.
it.
It's just,
Let's see it.
I just love it.
Well, show
Well, you
us.
know, we all
All
did
right.
it. Yes. You know,
Oh,
do
yeah,
anything else.
nice. Don't you
didn't
love
do
it though?
yes, it's sitting
Yeah.
here and I just keep looking at it and I just love that one.
Mhm.
So yeah,
I'm so
that's
glad.
it.
Oh, I'm so glad. I'll take Bright Little Happy Stories. Take all I can get. Thanks. That's so great. All right, got hearts going on. Let's see. So I got Amy and Marla. How are you ladies doing?
Oh, good.
Marla's jumping in. All right.
Sure.
Hi there.
So this week has been all about the sun for me.
Mm.
We're in the fall. I'm in the Northeast, and we've had the most exquisite weather the last few days. It's been so warm in the 70s. In the end of October, it's just been heaven. But when the sun starts to go down, it just really rattles me. I just really have a hard time.
Hmm.
I like run out to get the last peek if I'm inside. And I had a talk with someone who helped me understand a little bit of that. And I understand that there's a very strong reason from a past life that
Mm.
I'm afraid the sun isn't going to come back, because I think I can share with this group.
Please. Yeah.
I was there when Mount Vesuvius erupted,
Mm-hmm.
and I wasn't killed immediately. I was still there, and
Mm.
there was no sun. And I finally, all the ashes, I did die, but it was, and it just helped me to understand a little better.
Mm.
And I was on a wonderful trip last week. It was fabulous. And the other thing, so Stephanie, your owl, I have to share a moment. I was riding in the woods. It was sunset. It was dark, and my friend and I, we looked up, and there was an owl in the tree, and he turned his head around. Oh my God, it was the most magical moment. I will never forget it. So thank you for your owl hat. It brought it back. Yeah, so beautiful. That's my share.
Oh, beautiful. Riding your horses and seeing owls. That's
Oh,
pretty great. And
it was.
yeah. And was that just a session, or was it a regression that you got that past life piece?
I think it would be called a session. I
Okay.
don't know the difference,
Oh,
but
it wasn't like a hypnosis or
no,
regressing.
not at
Okay.
all.
Yeah,
There's a
those are
woman,
powerful.
there's a woman I know who she can hear what I'm saying and lock into where it's coming from, and
Nice.
this is what she ascertained. Yeah.
Awesome.
So not a regression. Yeah.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate the pause and the acknowledgement that that's a special share and that this group can,
There's
resonate and get it. So thank you.
I can't tell a lot of people about this one, so I thought this group I could share.
Yeah, that's part of I consider that a high honor when someone says, I can tell you this.
Yeah, right.
So I think I've said that before in this group, but
Right.
thank you. I was gonna just the way I heard your grasping of the last rays of sun is that like we're going into winter. It's just I'm really feel aware of the darkness, and I'm just in full hibernation mode at this point. I'm ready for it. I'm ready to not move for a while. So thank you for all of that. Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
All right. And okay, real quick, I want to make sure we get to Amy. So Stephanie chimed in, and then Maureen. Yeah.
I just want to make a comment on that. In the sun, we're in the other side. We've had the winter and we're just coming out, and I'm
Right.
delighting in the sun. As soon as I
Yeah.
see it's sunny, I'm up in the morning, and those last rays, I'm always taking notice of that. It's just, thanks for sharing.
Yeah. I was thinking of you on the opposite end of it with your bright light there in the window. I was like, oh, she's on the other side.
It's only
Oh.
today. It's been so wet and dreary here.
Yeah.
Today, lovely, beautiful.
Yeah. Yeah. And if you can pop in the chat and see what Stephanie wrote, especially Marla, because that's really cool. Amy, how you doing?
Oh, I'm well, and I don't really have much more to add. You guys have said it all. Thank you. I really feel honored that you trust all of us to share, what you're thinking about. So I appreciate that. Thank you. That's all.
All right. Awesome to have you here. So I will just add, in addition to being ready to hibernate, I have the heaviest heart I've had in a long time. I am definitely feeling challenged in this. It's been just sort of this progression that I'm watching it happen, and it's multifactorial. It's just really coming from all angles. So I'm just, I and then the moon and the eclipse, like, done for, so I've gotten to the point of indulging in one of my favorite checkouts, which is baking shows. So I've just been like checking out and binging on British baking shows. And that is my, what I read about this eclipse window is like self-care, just do what you need to do. It's going to be a little gritty. So, grin and bear it. And, I'll take a Decois with a lovely petite something pastry, and that's been helping. But I've really just, just kind of let myself follow in like not trying to feel better. But it does reach a certain point where, like, oh, I need to do something here. This could be really hard. So at some point I'll go into the gratitude practices, and I really will just find things. And it's so beautiful, because it's not like an attempt to fix, it's just like, I'm in this, and just to be able to hold those places, because what I'm in isn't going to go away easy. It's not, whatever it is, it's just, here it is. So all of the tools in the toolbox, and there's a collective process. I am deeply connected, as we all are, to the massive shifts that are happening, and it's just it's burdensome. And so, here's the work, the Jedi work, skill set. Yeah, Pauline. Oh, you muted yourself. You were off mute. Now yeah. So
Okay, just really quick, are you going to be teaching next crop circles with LightNet this next season, or no?
Zenka hasn't. I definitely will, but Zenka hasn't put
Okay.
together the
Okay.
next term yet. She's been caught up
Busy.
yeah, lots of busy. She's always going.
Yeah.
But yeah, I will when I hear about it, for sure.
Okay, thanks.
Yeah, love to see you there. No pressure. So, okay. So given the space that I am in, obviously I've been, which crop circles are we gonna, what's the last one we're gonna do? And I went with my intuition. I wanted soft and gentle, and I know that 2 of you have done this crop circle before, but it's what's happening. And Marla, you might have not as well, but I figured if you have done it, and it's, old hands to do it at this point, you might also color it in as well, right? So we've done the one that I got to sit in this season, but it was just really standing out as the one to do, because it gives us a chance to do a flower of life as well. But it's what is that, Shelley? Home improvement, what? Oh, okay, you come off mute and tell us whatever you're saying. What are you saying?
It was just my last comment on the secret binges, home shows.
Oh yeah, DIY. Yeah.
Always
Yeah.
constructing.
Nice. Yeah, it feels really good. I'm just kind of doing everything I can to get off of social media. Also, that feels like really bad, and it's that like addiction sucked in. So I'm good with the Great British Baking Show and crop circles, and I'm writing my crop circle book, and I'm trying to, I'm really just okay being in and quiet for a little while. So this is the one. So Shelley and Pauline, you both did this one, right? Okay. Marla, did you do this one as well? Okay. So
Yes, I
we
did it as well.
okay. And Maureen, you did it too? all right, well, we're gonna do it again because Amy didn't and Stephanie didn't. So
I'm
2 out of 6. So if you've got it, you could spend the time coloring. So I did
Yeah.
that to go into it. But I really, this is a conscious choice, not just like, oh, what have I got in the what do you call it, trick or treat box or whatever. But the other one that I think I showed you guys that I was going to try to sequence. I did sequence it to some extent, but this felt really sharp. Like I couldn't get into the energy of this one. That was part of my plan, but like I said, I kind of listened to them and what they say. So
will you send us the PDF on that one?
it's not complete. Yeah, this one's not complete. This was like, okay, this is super ambitious. I'm not sure we could do this in 2 hours. So for me, you know, we got through 5 formations. Well, this will be the 5th. And I wanted to try to do one where we could also have time at the end for like a, you know, synthesis. I'm not sure we will have that, but we're going to do our best to try. So it's kind of like the geometry, I think, where if you have done it before, it's still going to be a new experience, which is, I trust in that, and that it'll be richer, you know, it'll be the next level of going into it. So there's also something in the energy of it. Like you can feel the difference between those two. I mean, one is very, very masculine. I mean, I think that the Tesseract would have taken us 2 classes to do. So when we, you know, chose to do the other 2, it was the different direction. So if you all have your pieces, if you have the other 4 with you, so that at the end, if we have time, we could just do this little show and tell, that would be fun. That was part of my hope, but we might not get all of that in, because, you know, I'm always a little bit overly ambitious. So, okay, any thoughts or questions? I want to just show it to you from the vantage point of how, you know, just being connected to it and being actually in it. And I think that part of the larger conversation here is that because so many of you were in the process of while I was actually there, right? So there was this whole experiencing it. And the question of the feeling of it, you know, part of why I'm in the crop circles and the formations is like, my synthesis question for everyone was like, why do you think you took this class? What is it for the crop circles? What's the pull? What's the draw? Like kind of drilling down in another way. So if you want to just have that be part of the conversation while we're drawing, I find it just an ongoing conversation to try to get at that motivation, to try to get at what we want to get at. So that's part of it. If you want to freestyle on that a little bit. But all of us here are, we're pretty experienced geometrists at this point. So I'm hoping we can swing this in, you know, reasonable amount of time that'll give us some time at the end. I don't know. We'll see. Okay, just so a reminder, split screen. I just want to show you this picture because this one, for whatever reason, just really does it for me. This whole angle of the dimensionality of it. I honestly think it was the prettiest one of the season. Of course, I'm so biased. But when I talk about the trying to sort through the feeling of it, and I think I've mentioned that I couldn't distinguish between the bliss state that I experienced and like, is that organic to the crop circle, and how do you even distinguish? And then I've also had that while we've drawn some of the ones that we've drawn this time. And so I'm in this contemplation of that collective creation, right? So am I creating that experience with the crop circles alongside everybody? Am I attracted to the crop circles for that experience of a bliss state? am I part of the team making them that has encoded that vibrational frequency into it? What's the measure of my frequency that I'm experiencing that when I'm doing the crop circles, you know, all of these different contemplations. So that's like, from in my mind, we could actually not draw today and do more of like a go around and just a chat. But I think we do, what should we, I'm kind of tempted to do that, but it is a drawing class. Hadn't thought that through. I just want to, I don't want to go right until the very end. That's what you're hearing. And you know, we've had lovely check-ins, and but there's the integration piece, you know, that's always really important. Does anybody want to weigh in? What are you guys drawn to? No pun intended, because we can do, we could do like a little review of all the formations, because we didn't, you know, in between the weeks, you don't necessarily get to spend time with them, right? Like life is happening. So we could do like a show and tell of all the ones that we've done, and just insight synopsis, or we can just get right into that one. Does anybody have a preference or a vote? I would love
I
to.
kind of like to draw.
Yeah.
Me too. I think
too.
I need it. I
Okay.
need it.
Great. All right. Fabulous. So then we'll draw. We'll maybe get to a little bit of both. And we've already had some check-ins, so I really appreciate that. Let's do it. Here we go. I'm going to bring up the PDF. There's one other picture it's this one. This is the one that I really, really this captures the feeling of it, because this would have been sundown. So this was the, and this image is one of the ones that we found, how we found it. So this would have been the sunset on the day it was made. And it just has this, it just feels like a being. There's so much aliveness in it to me. So
That's beautiful. Could you send us that one?
Sure, absolutely.
Thank you.
Yeah.
That's beautiful.
Yeah. So yeah, and I honestly, I was, no pun intended, drawn to this one because we get to do a flower, and it's just so good to it's just, you know, here we go, it's good to draw. So let's see, what are our measurements? So so we're doing landscape, and measure to the center of the page, right? So, you know, the right and left margins aren't the problem, it's the vertical. So find your 5.5 inch mark on the paper in the vertical. So 1.5 inch radius on the compass. And we're going to draw the circles light, because we're going to erase. And then we're just starting with a beautiful seed, right? Basic seed of life. And why don't we do a thing? Why don't we set an intention? You know, because that's kind of next level with the work. So whether you start with the blank page or whether you start with a seed, maybe take a pause, take a breath or two. And, you know, we've got this full moon, right? We've got this super potent time window, and in this eclipse, where you could choose to imbue your shape with whatever you'd like to cultivate, or whatever you'd like to release. If you want to take a breath and check in with something that might be prominent for you, either way, and then we will carry that energy into the geometry, which is then into the formation, which holy moly, who knows how far that reaches, you know, that intention. So a 1.5 inch radius, I'm moving on to that, but just want to make sure everybody's doing a 3 inch diameter and a 1.5 inch circle on your seed. Most of you just popped that out instantaneously. All right, Marla, are you with us? I don't want to go too far ahead if you're not up and running yet. Can't tell. All right. I'll wait for her real quick. How long has it been since anyone drew the seed? It's been a little while for everybody. Okay, so it all just comes right back to you, and there it is every time.
It was the first one I drew with you.
Was it? Yeah.
I think so, yeah. Oh, maybe not, but yeah, it was one of the first things.
Yeah, I love it. I go to the recovery center every other week and draw it. So I always have someone today and I have early recovery drawing a seed of life, and it was fabulous. So, all right. I don't know how long. Marla, are you there? I don't want to start without you. Come on now. Okay. So you got 1.5 inches width on your compass. Did you do your seed already? Yeah? No. Okay. Let's go. All right. So 1.5 inches is your radius, and starting at the center of the page, you want to try to get really in the center because we're going to build the next ring of the flower, right? So you've started with your seed, and I won't go past the flower for you, Marla. We'll make sure you're up and connected before we go on. So then you're putting the next ring around the seed, right? So we're gonna, I've learned to start at the bottom is the best way to keep track of where you need to stop, because your circle will end at that natural extension point of the hexagon. So I used to say start anywhere, but I think that bottom left or bottom center are good places to start.
So we're still at 1.5, just starting at the bottom and going around.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. Radius doesn't change here. Yeah. All right, Pauline, what are you doing? Let me see. Tell me what's up. Did I go too far from this one to that one?
Can you start with the first one? I guess I didn't get the first one. I'm sorry.
Okay. The seed,
Is that
this
the
one?
first circle? Yeah, but how do I didn't do that yet, so.
Oh, you haven't done a seed yet? But we did you've drawn the other one. So first circle, you got the first circle, right? Center, you got the center circle.
The 1.5 inch?
Yep, 1.5 inch
yeah,
radius.
got
Okay, you've
that
got the
one.
single circle. So then just put your compass at the bottom of that circle
The
and make the
bottom.
next circle. There you go. Yep.
Okay.
All right, bottom of the circle.
Okay.
That gives you the second one. And then you've got the intersection points on either side. And I always recommend going to the left so that you end up building clockwise.
Okay. Thank you.
All right.
Yeah.
Yep, just takes that first spot.
I went too fast. I got off.
Oh, geez.
I know.
Oh, I got. Oh, there's the message for today, to slow down. Yeah, even when we think we know what we're doing. Me too. Just got to slow it down.
I'm sure I have an eraser somewhere. Oh, here we go.
And then, at any point, just pausing with that beautiful shape. You're coming off mute, Stephanie? Oh, and you're just changing your background.
I wanted to ask, is it like right there or more?
Next round. Yep, next round.
Okay.
So one more. So yeah, just starting at the bottom, and then you want this round, right? So once you've got the seed, and it's pretty light, so because it's going to be erased. So just adding, the seed is in the center, and then just starting at the bottom with another circle.
Okay.
And then Pauline, you have this little defeated, this way that you're like, what? So what's happening? You're muted though, but you've got this. I know you've unmute yourself, and then okay. I'm gonna spotlight you.
It's not it.
All right, let me see.
It's not right.
It's not right, but okay. So here's what you want to do. You're going to do two things. Okay. So I'm choosing the center circle because you want to be able to stay on the page. So you're going to use what you have. The dark circle is on the back, right? You're using the another side of the page. You've got a dark circle on the back side of the page, right?
No, this big circle shouldn't be there, this big one.
No,
right?
It shouldn't. Why is it there?
I don't know. I have to erase it.
Okay, so here's what you want to do though, because don't you have a fresh piece of paper now? Just grab yourself a fresh piece of paper. Okay. So fresh piece of paper, and then 1.5 inch wide radius.
Yep.
All right. And then start with that circle in the center of the page. Yeah, you had that big one. We don't need that big one.
No. Oh, yeah. Okay.
Okay.
And then just keep going at the bottom, right?
Yeah, but do something. I'm going to give you a helpful hint. Take a pencil or a color pencil and darken in the center of that circle. It'll be easier to find
Okay.
it when you go around.
Oh, yeah, okay.
All right, so darken that in, and then same thing, you're going to put the compass at the base, right? Just like you did before. And then that's the second circle.
Yes, yes, yes.
And then
yes.
build to the left.
It's so easy. Go to the left, okay.
Yep, to choose the intersection point on the left between the two
Okay, got it.
circles. And
Got
then
it.
build that way, all right?
Thank you.
Solid. Okay, you got it. Your body language is so adorable to watch. I'm like, oh no.
I don't even know I'm doing this. I'm just
I
like,
know. Well, just keep going. We're all working on the seed or the flower, right? So what we're doing actually is the flower of life. We're doing the first round of the flower of life. Amy, how's it going? Does it feel just like second nature? Yeah. But there's a oh right, Leanne wanted me to tell you that she is doing things in ink now. It was so impressionable, all of your arts, and we were joking about it early on, and she literally last class she said, tell Amy. Like, okay, I will tell Amy, because it's a next level of confidence when you're using ink, you know. So that is fabulous. Always think of you. So how are we doing? All right, Marla, what you got?
Well, I've got my seed, but to get to the flower,
Mm-hmm.
I
To
start
get
at
to
the
the
bottom.
flower. Yeah, start right at this divot down on the bottom. I think it makes it
So
easiest.
light. Oh, I see. Okay.
Oh, well, I'm just going to end up erasing it.
Okay.
Yeah. So down here on the bottom left.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then, it's this beautiful same step every time, right?
Right.
So then you'll create another divot with that circle.
Okay.
And you always want to stick to the divot that you create. Sometimes it'll interface with another divot that's there. But just making one circle, and that gives you the intersection point, making another circle and just building on itself, right? And if you're feeling like a professional and moving fast, and then the lesson is to slow it down, you can do the practice of making a circle and then taking a breath, like really getting into it, right? All right, Pauline, we got the seed, and now you want to know the next place? Yeah, last circle. Okay. Now we're telepathing. All right. You got that last one. And technically you can start anywhere, right? You can start anywhere on the shape, but starting down here at that bottom divot with the next circle is good. It's a good place to start. And I know it's tricky when we're, keeping up with each other. But trying to bring in the breath down here on the bottom left is the place, right? And then we're doing the next ring. Is that mm-hmm. And then you've created the next intersection point, just like with the seed. It'll show you the next place to go, and you've got the center point nice and highlighted, so you'll stay moving around the center circle. All right, got the pattern. Cool. I'm gonna come out of screen share real quick. So everybody got their flower. Oh, we've got cat butts in the picture. I love it. Everybody got all right, we're working on it. Oh God, I remember when they were kittens. Oh my gosh, so Leanne came on to whatever, we had our class. Do you want me to put it back up, Pauline? How are you doing? Yep, okay. The seed or the next, you want it to start looking like this. Yeah. And don't stop and look at it. Just keep going. Promise you, just keep going, because you're doing it right. But when you stop and look at this one halfway through, it just looks weird. So just keep going. Promise. And if you have gone astray, you can still get what we're doing. It's amazing that way. So Leanne's been around. She's been coming to classes, and she is so great. And she's gone to, I think this is her third of the PCC course series. And one of the years, her grandson was born. All right. And am I going okay on the story, Pauline? Do you need anything? You're good? Okay, keep going. All right. So she opened up her weekly share by showing a drawing that she and her grandson had done together. And I was like, wow, that's pretty great. What is he now, 2? He's 4. It's so disturbing. And so you know, I've loved the parallel there is I've loved knowing some of you for so long and you know, years now, and it is so touching to experience each other over time, and you know, deeply grateful for this group and so many others. Yeah, I think that that's a place of, for me, you know, that's one of the big gratitude pieces, right? It's just finding that heart connection that I do have so many people that I care about and I know care about me. So just letting that in, and that's very, very imperative. So all right, how are we going? How are we going? We got most of it. All right, Pauline, where are you at? You ready? Well, I mean, you need another minute. Okay, all right, we'll keep going. All right. Let's see. I want to make sure we don't rush you along. I feel like I don't have a story in me right now. But if you can, while we give Pauline one more minute for another circle.
May I ask you to look at mine and tell me if I have it?
Yes, please. All right, hold it up a little higher. Okay, you are 2 circles away. So up at the top and up at the bottom. So 12 o'clock and 6 o'clock, you need one more circle in each spot.
Okay. Thank
Nicely done though. Brilliant. Nice and big. Lovely. Everybody else feel confident about that they got it? Okay. Solid. Pauline, we in the last in the home stretch? Do you want to show me what you got so far so I know where you are? Hang on a second. All right, pull it back a little bit. Wow, nicely done. Okay, pull it back a little bit more. A little bit more. A little bit more. And then hold it up a little higher. A little higher. Okay, so just don't move. Don't move. Oh, okay. Okay, so do me a favor and put a circle at the top, at the 12 o'clock point. Yeah, up there. Because I think we can work with that. I mean, it's right. It's right. I just want to,
It's
it's
Okay.
all right. It's a very user-friendly shape. So
How did
once we
everybody get theirs done so fast?
well, I mean,
How did
everybody,
how did you guys do that?
I think, Pauline, I think most everybody in here has been working on the geometry for a little longer than you have. So
They're rock stars.
yeah, let me see what you got, because I think we can
This
do
is
this.
crazy. I mean, I don't know.
It's extraordinary. All right, hold it back a little bit and then flatten it out, because you've got it. Hold it by both sides, please. The other two, yeah, there you go. All right, don't move. Okay, don't move.
One circle at 3.
Hang on a second. You need the left side is what you need. Yeah, you want 3 more circles on the left side and then you'll be complete. So hang on one second, because you've got intersections already. Let me just see. You've got, don't move. 1, 2, 3. You've got 3 divots on your left side. Just put circles right there. Okay.
Yeah.
Yep. Just those 3 divots,
right.
and then you'll have it. Okay.
1, 2, 3. Okay.
Yeah. Does that make sense?
Yeah, you guys can go ahead. It's
Okay, well done. I'll keep making sure we're on the same page. So we've got our flower. Way to hang in there. Honestly, it's a great job. So now we're going to open the compass, right? Just like you would with the flower, you're going to open the compass to the width of the outer, like the hexagon point, right? The outer perimeter of the shape of the hexagon. And you can do that thing where you sort of tap, you open it, but then you tap around to all 6 points, right? Like sort of start at one point, you know, see if it lines up with the other points, because usually it's a little further or a little shorter by the time you get to the other point. So go ahead and adjust the compass a little bit to make sure it's sort of equal distribution. All right. You got those three, Pauline? The three
Um,
small ones?
How many seeds am I supposed to have?
If you put those three circles on those
1, 2.
divots, you're solid.
Yeah.
You've got it. Yeah.
Well,
Okay. Yep. Show me.
I don't know.
Just show
I
me.
don't know if I did it right.
You did. You did. So perfect. So you're alongside with everybody.
Okay.
You've got it. Yep. So open up your compass to the width. Everybody got that? Everybody got their circle? Okay.
The width of what? The very outer circle?
The very outer circle, like on the diagonal axis, right? Or the top, whichever way. Just opening it to the outer point, or you could do the top vertical, right? It's just the outer farthest point of the circles.
Yeah, I have to shut my blind. I can't see your screen.
Okay. So
You
you
have to
want
shut out the
this.
light.
Yeah. Well, it is very light. It's true, because it's going to be erased. Marla, how's it going? You got that? All right, rock on. It's honestly one of the reasons it does work to do the classes, because every pause point, you know, everybody's pace is a gift to everybody else, because you can always pause and breathe with the shape. It's not like
Hang
you've
on a
got your
sec.
own.
So there's an outer circle all around the others. Oh.
Yeah, that's what we just drew when you were opening up the
Alright.
compass, right? Then you're going to give a circle.
Okay.
All right, so you opened to this width, which technically, anyway, got that. And then we've got the circle. What it would be, that would be 4.5 inches wide, hopefully, if I've got the math right. 4.5 inches, or just that width that goes around the circle. And at this point, we can surrender a little precision, right? Always. So got that, thumbs up. Eating an apple with an owl hat on. We're doing well. Thumbs up with Amy. Okay. Everybody got this circle? I don't want to rush. We're good. Thumbs up. All right, Maureen, Pauline. All right, Maureen, you got it?
I have
feel
got
like
it. I have got it, but my circles are not sitting exactly as
it's
I
all
would.
right. The likelihood of them doing that is very low.
Okay.
Don't worry about it. And what I love, Pauline, I love how you you have like a bit of a chunky start, and then you're just like, I'm ready, let's go, I'm up. It's great. I love your process. All right. So we've got the larger circle. Now we're going to close the compass to this, what would be 3 inches, right? We're going to close it to the diameter of one of the circles. And then you're going to make a circle that basically encloses the seed, right? So this is what it's going to look like. So compass closes to the width, and we're using the points of the petals on the inner in the seed, right? That's going to give you the demarcation point. Here you go, right? Compass starts at the center and then opens up sort of to the outer petal, right? The sort of inner outer, right? So just following them, that's your width. And then you're going to make an inner circle around there. It's going to look like that. And like, just do that, use that technique of starting on one point and then bopping around, you know, touching the pencil point to all 6 points. And, you know, hey, am I roughly there? And then you also make sure that you're on that shape. So these are concentric circles. One is around the full flower. The next is around the seed. And then you'll see we've got the smallest iteration is the actual center circle, right? Okay. Got this, got the circle. Yeah, Marla, tiny head. All right, Grace. Okay, so here we are. All right, so everybody thumbs up. Okay, looks like it. Grace. Okay. Pauline, do you want to do a quick check so I can see and confirm that you got it? I think I know you do actually. I'm just doing it so that you. Yeah. Wait, hang on a second. Let me see. Okay, hold it. Don't move it. Let's stop. I can't move it though. 1, 2, 3. You got it. Brilliant. I knew you did. All right, here we go. So well done. Okay, so we've got this. Now what do we do? Now we're going to divide it into 9 segments. All right. So starting with the vertical line, right? You want to take the vertical line from the outer perimeter of the circle down into the center. Let's stop there, right? It's going to come down halfway through the circle. You're going to bisect half of the circle. And then you're going to do that on the right diagonal going down and the left diagonal going down as well. Oh, hang on a second. I'm going to do something while you guys are doing that. Wait a second. Let me find something really quick while you're doing that so that I break this down a little easier. So we've got, so what you've done there, let me get back on the Zooms and the screen share. All right, so you've got your 3 lines, and now I'm gonna switch briefly so that I can do this next part easier. So we're gonna put some letters in really quick, really light, really quick, really light. All right, there we
Nadi,
go. Yeah.
I only did 1 line. So
Okay, yeah, here. So you want to, these, here you go. All right, these 3. And then I'm going to give you some alphabets in a minute that are going to make this easier. So 3 pie segments, yeah. All right, look good? Yeah,
yes.
good, okay, great. So now we're just gonna put Maureen, you good?
Good, yeah.
Okay, so we're gonna put a couple of letters in that'll make it easier for me to tell you where we're going. So here we go really quick. That's gonna go, I'm gonna go up here. Okay, so follow along with the letters. All right, so A is going to go in the center. Do it nice and light. And I'm only doing this so that I can walk you through the steps, right? So that I can say connect E to G and all of this. So A in the center, G is up at the top where the petal ends, where the inner petal ends, right? It's the last point. And then, so you guys are eyeballing and doing, right? And I'm just talking along with you. And then C is the G, the C, and the B are going to line up with the lines that you've already made, right? So this is one step behind what you did. And then D and E are the triangular top there in the center circle, and F is the bottom petal of your center circle. All right, got the alphabet? Yeah. So here's what yours is going to look like.
What
Right?
what's
You've got
to the left of C, equidistant, is that a B?
that's a B. Yeah.
A
So
B.
you guys have this now. This is what you have, right? Yeah. You got the 3 lines. You've got G, C, and B are on the outside, and D and E and F are on the inside.
Where's D?
D is on the center left up here. So it's at the, if you've got the center circle, you've got the petal. The petal is the guide. It's the center of these other 2 circles, D, E, and F. Mm-hmm. Yeah. See, even though we did it before, this is a completely different experience, right? It's all new. It's always all new. All right, we got this. All the letters, alphabets. Okay, great. Now what are we doing? Now what we're doing is don't disregard the outer boundary, right? Why did it skip to everything? Did I do all at once? I'm so sorry. So here, these are all the steps, but they're at once. Follow along with me. D and E, right? This horizontal line. So draw D and E to extend out to the circle boundary, right? So this is just a horizontal line that's connecting D and E. Oh my God, we should have just used our protractors. Oh my God. Should we just do that? Oh my God, should we just do
Next series, next series.
Oh God, I'm just so dedicated to finding this one through the flower. All right, so D through E, all right, and then that's the horizontal. Remember, just like we do with the flower, we've got the horizontal and then we've got the right and left axes. So it's the same thing on either side. You've got the horizontal and then you're gonna go D and F on the diagonal and you just extend it all the way out to the circle, right? All the way out. And then same on the other diagonal, E and F, right? So we have divided a 6-sided circle into 3 segments and then 9 segments. So you've got 3, 6, and 9. And I know a bunch of you have been one of those classes where we've talked about 3, 6, and 9. This is part of why I love to do this through the flowers, that you see a little bit of that magic. So this should give us 9 segments, right? Does everybody got these lines so far? We good? Horizontal D and E, diagonal D and F, other diagonal E and F. Right, heads are nodding. That's fabulous. So now let's do this. All right. Oh, let me get back here. Oh, come on, honey. There we go. All right. So now we have, oh, I gave you a step-by-step. There we go. All right. So here's our 9 segments. What did I do next? Okay. So what you want is to darken in the center, the point of the 9, where the 9 lines intersect with the outer circle. All right. Accurate. A little bit. All right. That should be 9. Nine relatively equal segments. I think one
I
of
have
them.
to tell you, I kind of hold my breath like, is it really going to be 9?
I know.
Yes, yes, it is.
It is. It's 9. I know. We made it. We made it. So we've got the 9 now. I think this might be the sad. Okay, wait. Oh, okay. We don't erase yet. All right, great. All right. So everybody's got the 9. You've got this shape, right?
I
Here.
have a question.
Oh yeah, Marla.
I have 9, but down at the bottom, like 5 to 7 are really, really small. So something didn't.
Yeah, I think that does happen, and I think that has to do with the irregularity of the seed, right? Like even if your seed and your flower are pretty close to on, this part will be a little off.
Yeah,
but that's okay, because we can fudge a little bit, we can still get it, and you'll see.
okay.
All right.
Mhm.
I think it's just the imprecision of the seed and the flower, and do you know how there's 2 versions to the Metatron's cube, where we do it through the seed and then we do it through the shortcut without the seed of life? They just feel really different. So we're going with this one. Might be imperfect, but we're doing
Can you
it
just
anyway.
for a minute let me visually see the step above with the
Yes.
lines?
This
Yeah,
one?
that.
Yeah.
Yeah, let me just look at that.
Because on mine, the bottom looks a little smaller. These 2 look a little bit bigger. Absolutely. I mean, it's, inaccuracy, I think, is built in. And I think unless you do it with a protractor, I don't know. How does it look?
Well, I got it, but it's so.
It's a little bit
Okay.
less than perfect. I'm with you.
Okay, yeah,
Yeah.
all right.
I bet everybody's looks like that. So we're going to surrender imperfection yet again.
Yeah.
All right. So we've got these 9. Now we're going to do some center lines, right? We are going to draw from the top at 12 o'clock, and you're going to come down to the petal, the inner, this is the end of the petal, the inner petal. Right? It does not extend all the way to the outer boundary. It extends to the inner circle, AKA the last petal on that seed. Right. And we're going to do that a bunch more times. So this is the step, basically from the outer across to the inner perimeter. And we're going to do that from every point now. Right.
You're just bringing the line that's already there from G to A down to the bottom. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Not completely to the bottom. Yeah.
Wait, G through A. So no, this is a little bit different. This is a little bit different. They start at the 9 point, this is basically like 2 o'clock. We'll just say that. And then you come down through the center. Make sure you come down through the center. And then you end the line on the perimeter of the circle. So you are basically using the outer points and lining it up with the center points.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay.
Right. Okay, so those are your 2 points, and then you end it on the inner circle, and you're just going to do that from every point, right? So using the outer perimeter point coming across through the center, and then over to ending on that inner circle that we drew, the inner perimeter around the seed from each of the 9 points. And this is going to go away from the seed, right? Where this is a departure point where you're using those 9 points and you're going through the center. So interesting. So it's the same step where you're stopping at that intersection, at the inner circle, right? And once you get past the first 4, then it's going to start to double up, right? You'll see, you'll start to see the insides. You're cutting the space into 18 points, 18 segments. Yeah, it should be 18 if we're doing 9s. Yeah. So, you know, the bottom one and then the 2 on the left, they're definitely disproportionate, but it's all right. It's going to be okay today. This is an eclipse. This is our eclipse formation. All right. Pauline, how's it going? I haven't been watching you in a minute. How you doing? Okay, doing okay. Okay, that's good.
So Nadi, in terms of erasing, we're not using the formation of the seed anymore, right?
Right. That's
Okay.
true.
Because I
But
just didn't know when to start, where I could erase things. Okay.
yeah, don't start because I can't promise you what we're using and what we're not using.
Okay, because I got a lot of lines here. Okay.
Yeah, don't erase just yet. But we all have
Okay.
our small erasers, right? So that's how we're going to be able to get in there, right?
Mhm.
So this is what we want to have. Does it look like, do we mostly have this? Okay.
Just other lines.
Yep. Yeah, a lot of big lines in there. Okay. Maureen, I'm seeing you're still making some lines. Pauline, how's it going? Still happening? Okay. All right, good. Okay.
I have to make a couple more lines, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, it's really getting hard to see it.
How many
It does.
points
It
should
gets
it
a little
have?
convoluted. There's going to be 18 points. Here we go. I think the next one has the points on it. So 18 points total.
How about
right?
that?
Did you did you get it?
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
Awesome. So once you've got all the lines, darken in the points just like you can see here. Darken in the points on the outer perimeter circle and the inner circle, the inner larger circle that we've made. I believe you have a couple of choices here. You can, I think the harder way is to erase the whole thing and then recreate the lines, but you can do that. So let me make sure we're all here now that these lines.
I've just extended my lines a little far out, some of them, that's all.
Okay.
So as I'm erasing then, can I erase most of the outer circle? The
You
flower
want to
block?
do, yeah, well, just wait a second on the erasing. I think
Okay.
I'm pivoting here and what we're going to do. So you've got your points darkened in, right? These outer 9 and then these inner 9, right? Now we're going to darken in one more rounds, okay? And that is going to correspond to the that inner circle, right? So we've got the outer circle and we've got the middle circle. And then we've got our very most inner circle that is like the center first circle. All right. And starting with the vertical center, right? find this point here where the center of the petals on this upper circle, find that point where that intersects with the vertical line.
Yeah.
All right. So we've got that point. Now skip every other line, right? So skip a line, do the same thing. You're making a mark where the inner circle intersects with the largest line segments, right? So you're going to go around and you're only looking for that point, just like I've done here. So skipping a line, making a mark with the larger, you're using the line segment that extends all the way out to the perimeter, the outer boundary. That's how you can tell which line segments you want to draw an inner point on. So it's just skipping every other line. You're skipping the shorter line segment, right? And it's not they're not necessarily gonna line up with the center petals, just that top one does, and the bottom one does too. A couple others do, but you can't count on that, right? So all of the large line segments have a point on the inner circle. And then you want to have all of these points. So again, this is 9 points. So you've got the outer 9, you've got the inner 9, you've got the inner 9. So you've got 9, 18, and 27. 18 is going to reduce to 9. 2 and 7 is going to reduce to 9. And then 3 times 18 is going to be 27 that reduces to 9. And the really little hand clap on this one. It is so cool when a geometry is based in nines, right? It has a sense of infinity to it. So, all right. Yeah, we're getting it. Yeah, there's some fun depth in this one when you start to go into the math. And it's interesting because, I mean, there's still a little asymmetry, but you have to look for it at this point. It looks pretty evenly divided, although, yeah, it really does. Interestingly enough, a little bit of magic. All right, so I can see Maureen's head is down. You still got a couple more. Pauline, how's it going? All right, woohoo. Got a few more. So everybody's got these dark, make sure you darken in the points, but to the erasable degree, right? Because we're going to do some erasing here. Pretty sure this is what's next. Yeah, there you go. So just have at it. Just erase all of the seed stuff. You can do a full sweeping erase if you think you can recreate the lines, or you can go fine line erasing in there. And I'll put this back up, Maureen, so you've got it, what you're going for. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
I just confused myself by extending all the lines out. So now I'm just figuring it all out.
Oh, right. All of them you did. Yeah.
It's
So
not too confusing. Yeah.
no, and plus you're going to erase now, so it's easy.
Yeah,
It's a twofer. Yeah. All right. So we've got this. Now we're going for this, right? This is what you want to have. And I believe you can also erase the circle. I just happen to not until a later step. Is this good, Maureen, or do you want me to go back one?
I think it's good. I'm just going to do some erasing and see what happens.
Yep. Now, what did I do?
So we're erasing everything except those major lines.
Except the lines and the points, yeah. I am gonna, while you guys are erasing, I will be right back. It's getting dark. I'm gonna grab my cats. I will be right back.
So points. Points.
I know most of you have met my boy. Oh my God, he's so handsome. I know. He's so handsome. He's like, oh, you just do this to me all the time. There you go. All right. Feel better knowing that he's inside. How's it going? We got that erased? All right. Nope. Working on it. All right. Dude. So much erasing.
Oh, the symmetry is just so beautiful, isn't it?
I know. Isn't it
Mm.
cool?
Yeah, love it.
So it, you start out, you do notice those points where it feels like it's off in the beginning, and then somehow, and I'm sure it's still off, but it's close enough to count. If you did it with a protractor, you would get it as well. But I just love doing it this way.
Mhm.
All right, gives us chance with the flower to be with the flower. Looking good. Pauline, how's it going? Good. What? Okay, well, just unmute yourself, even though I got the gesture.
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay, you feeling all right though?
Yeah, I just have to, lots of erasing, yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
lots of erasing.
Yeah, I'm still doing that, so.
Okay, yeah.
But you can talk, go ahead,
Okay.
go ahead.
Can
All
you
right.
put the
Yes.
diagram up again, please?
Yes, there you go. Yeah. Yeah, lots of erasing. It looks like Luna's joining us, which is fun. Yeah, got geckos and owls. And
Mm.
so, yeah, I think that so the optical illusion, right? Because now they literally do look cut and equal. For the magic and mystery.
Yeah, it's so weird how the line's going through and then it stops. And I just was, oh, wow, that's because
Mhm.
once you get there erased, you really see that.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. All right. Top of the head of Marla. How's it going? All right. She's doing okay. So you can see, did I get rid of the circle or no? I did not. So you can see this is giving us the foundation for this, right? So we've now got all of the points we need for the circles, and we're just in the last stage of the circles. So, not to rush. So you can see, you can take away the outer circle. I just forgot it in that moment. So you can seriously erase everything but the lines. And then, what's neat is that we are reducing the radius by a half an inch every time, I think. So it's just this, again, another point of symmetry. So, but we're not there yet. We're not in the compass. We'll just let me know. I want to see when everybody's done erasing. For the most part, lots of erasing still. I've started putting in the requirements or strong suggestion of getting a small eraser when you start the class, because it's like stuff like this, you just you don't want to have a block eraser for things like this. All right,
So you said you used a was it a pencil eraser?
Yeah,
Oh,
just a smaller size than a block. Yeah. Amy's got one here. Hang on. Amy's got the Tombow. This one is great. Yep, a bunch of us have it, right?
okay.
Amy, put the point towards the camera. Like
I see. Yeah,
right,
yeah.
but also straight pointing at us. See, that's how small it is.
Yep.
It's really helpful. Yeah, and the other one, perfect. Thank you. The
And
other
there's
one,
this one too.
right, the little clicky one, that's kind of easier to find. You can get that at Staples, and so I usually, yeah, those two I use. So
All right, off to the stationery shop again. Yep.
the other thing you
Anyway,
can do, Maureen, when you have a block, is you can either take an X-Acto knife or a pair of scissors and cut off a corner. And then you're going to get a sharper edge. Yeah. Okay, great.
Yeah.
All right. Great. All right. Marla's forehead, how are you doing? You good? Or are we thumbs up to go on to the circles? I can't see your mouth even now. I got nothing. Oh, geez. Hang on. Oh my gosh. It's just a total kerfuffle with the lighting situation. Oh my God. I've just set him up for failure. All right. No, that's not working. Disaster. Okay. How are we doing? We got it. Okay. If I can't, let me come up. Gosh. Okay. Thumbs up on where we're at. We ready for circles? Looks like we're mostly.
What's the name of this crop circle?
Heatherden Lane. And this year was one of the 24 crop circles that were made this year. There were not many at all. There used to be
I seem to
hundreds.
have everything. I don't seem to have a copy of it, but I know I've done it before.
Oh, okay. I'll send it to you. No problem. What are you saying, Amy?
Oh, I'm not saying anything. I'm sorry. I didn't have my
Oh,
mic
I
off.
thought you had something with the compass to say. I thought you were going to give us a tip. That
Oh, no,
you do
it's
that.
funny. I have this little tool here when I'm trying to sharpen.
Oh, yeah. The pencil point sharpener. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was using, and I can turn off my mic. So yeah,
Oh,
I
okay.
was looking at it. That's what I was doing because I'm so
Gotcha. Well, you have been such a source of so many good tips. So I thought you had another one. All right.
Oh no.
Okay. Oh,
I've
this is
found it. Yeah, I'm a little. Hang on. Yes.
okay.
I'm a little
Yeah.
behind because
Okay.
that just really mucked things up. So I've got circles in the right place, but now I've found my directions, and I'll just follow along. So keep going, and I'll catch up.
Okay. Okay, so you've got them there. Oh, that's great. That's brilliant. You open up the PDF. All right.
Yeah.
And what I'm really also enjoying is that as Stephanie's head is down, we get full owl, which is just fabulous. That is just really, really enjoyable. And Luna and Owl, it's so great. All right. So ready for some circles? Okay, we're going to close the compass to 1 inch wide, right? So this is going to give us 1 inch radius. We could almost say this is the easy part, but I don't ever want to say that. Yeah, Pauline, yeah, stencil. I'll give you the relationship. The only thing I think you want to do it with the compass. I was thinking about this because with the compass, it's easier to center the circle. But otherwise, with the stencil, you're kind of ballparking it, but you can also do that. I mean, this, do you have your compass? Are you willing to do it that way, Pauline? Okay, although it does get small and it gets harder. So we have the same one, right? We have the same stencil. So here's the one that it is. Here's the tiny ones. So it's, yep, so it's the middle row, and then it's the second one in from the right. Let me go, right, here's the one on the right. So bottom corner, up from that one, and then in. Yep, you got it on your finger. Yep, perfect. Yeah. All right, so then we're using that or the compass at 1 inch, and you're gonna make circles all the way around. It's part of why I like this one is it's actually relatively quick. Even though it's super complex to get in there. And also not simple, but, not hugely mathematic when you break it down into the seed.
I can't use the other PDF because we've done it a different way. We did Metatron's Cube.
Oh, you opened Metatron's Cube. No, this one, this is the
No, it
PDF.
goes to the same thing, I think, but anyway, it's not right. So for this one.
Okay. Can I do anything to help you out, Maureen?
No, it's all good.
Do you want me to send you the PDF in an email right now?
Oh yeah, nice.
Okay. Let's see if we can do that while everybody is getting the circles. 1 second.
So I don't mind
We'll do
playing
it this
around.
way.
Wait, is it
What's
a 1
that?
inch radius or 1 inch?
It should be a 1-inch radius and a 2-inch diameter.
Okay. That's what I got.
Is that what you're getting?
Yep. They just looked big. The first one looked big.
Okay. I will be right back to that. I'm just sending Maureen the PDF.
Don't you love it? The
Yeah,
ability
it's
to-
amazing. It'll probably take it a second, but jeez. There you go. All right. I'm trying to take my computer a second for sure. All right. So we're just going around the oh. Here we go. Going around, getting all those circles. How are we doing? Is everybody kind of, nope, we're still working on it. Okay. Groovy. All right. And then it's taken a second, Maureen, so we're just
That's
fine.
okay.
Okay. How's it coming? How's it coming, everybody? Is it working out with the circles on the outside? Thumbs, that's not a strong thumbs, Shelly. Like, I don't know.
I still think maybe I didn't make my lines long enough. I don't know. This 1-inch thing is looking huge. Like there's not going to be enough room for the next circle.
Let me
And
see
then-
what you got, because I do remember one. Hang on. Can I see what you got?
Yeah, hang on. Oop.
All right, 1 second. Oh, hang on. Oh, all right. You went tiny. You went super tiny. How'd you do that?
I'm
All
not
right.
sure.
But it worked. Wait, hang on 1 second. Hang on 1 second.
I
Can
think
I
I'll
see
just
it
go
again?
down by half.
Yeah, I think if you go down, can I see one more time?
Uh-huh. Oops, sorry. You don't need my ruler.
Yeah, just eyeball it because you've got different proportions and you'll be fine on that. Yeah. Did the measurements that I gave you should end up with this size though. Did other people get this size? Okay. All right. So my guess is you just went smaller on your original radius.
Must have done.
Yeah. All right, but it's still super cool, even just smaller and still
Yeah,
works.
my first one was fine.
Yeah, that one. Oh gosh, that looks cool. Wait, how did you, that looks so I don't know, that just looks great. What to say?
I don't know. The
I don't
eclipse
know.
wants it to be tinier.
Yep, it's an eclipse crop circle.
Fine.
Okay.
Yeah, and one of my circles overlapped on the perforation. So if I were to cut it, that's okay. It's all
Wait,
right.
can we see? Can we see what you got?
Yeah, see up at the top here. It went over
Oh,
it went over the perforation just a little bit, but
all
it's
right.
okay.
Pull it back a little bit. Let me see the whole thing. Pull a little bit more. Okay.
It just
Yeah,
went,
but your bottom's on. Okay.
yeah, just interesting that that's okay.
They're all
going to draw it
different
again
though.
anyway.
That they're all honestly right. Like so if you use the original measurements, it will stay on the page. If you measure to the center, I promise technically it should have. But it's like with Metatrons, when I do I say use a 9-inch line, right? And inevitably people go over the center and shorter than the center, even though we're all using the same measurements. So it's just par for the course, I think. And I don't know how to
Yeah, that's crazy because my center circle or my center of the page is 5.5. Maybe the page is a little shallow.
no, what's your radius on your circle? Did you do 1.5 inches on that original circle?
Uh,
An 1.5 inch radius on the the size of our circles. Our original is your the original circle should be a 3-inch diameter, right? And we don't have any of the original circles on the page anymore, so you can't really
no,
tell.
but the biggest circle is a little bit more than 9. It's about a 9 and an 8.
Well, there just might
Okay.
have been a tiny adjustment. That's it.
Yeah,
That's all it takes.
it's perfectly fine because I'll probably go do it again anyway. So I'm good.
Hope so. I hope you do it again, and then it's like a slower, quieter,
No, that's
personal experience, right? It is such a pressure to do it together, and I hope I hope you're all up for a couple minutes after, because I knew it would kind of come right up to the end, and I would just love to have a little bit of a synthesis and a closing. Okay, a couple of us. All right. So here you go, Maureen. That should be it. Okay. So then we're going back. Nope, that's that. I want to go out of that. There we go. Okay, we got it up now. No, why is that happening? There it is. Okay, everybody with us now, we're going to close. Oh, sorry, it's by a quarter every time. We're going to close the width of the compass to 3/4 inch. So we're actually taking it down 1/4 inch every time. So 3/4 inch is your radius. That'll give you 1.5 inches diameter. Right, so we're taking it down 1/2 inch every time. So reducing the width of your compass to 3/4 inch, and then Shelly, ballparking, and then you're going to use the second rounds. And let me get you that, Pauline. Okay. All right, here we go. So it's the middle aisle again. It's the middle row. Yeah. Start on your top right with the big one, top right. There you go, top right. Now drop down to the middle row. Okay, now go one to your left. That one, yep. There you go. 3/4 inch. Oh, what was that noise? Who was that? Amy, was that you? That was great. was that happy noise?
That was happy noise. I'm sorry. I'm
No, I love it whenever,
this is great.
Oh, I love it when everyone's off mute. It's more fun because you hear the little noises, even the frustration ones. So we got it. Marla, how you doing? Are you on your phone? Okay. It's gonna rein you in.
I was so off on my first drawing. Somehow I had 10 dots, not 9. It was I was so I
That's
went to
looked a little different.
So I went to my first one and I colored it in, and I'm much more happy just coloring in my first one, which I never colored in. And
that was my hope, was that even if we had done it before, that the coloring in. I'm so glad. Thank you for tuning in on that option. Oh, hang on, let me come. Hang on.
Mess.
Okay, wait, but you can
But
show.
I got to do
Yeah.
this.
Oh, beautiful. Gosh, it just looks like such a cosmic explosion.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
The other one was just a mess.
Well, fascinating to see the difference though. But I'm so glad you got to do. So glad you had. That was part of my thought, is that it gives us a lot of different options to do this one. Wow, that's really bright. I'm so lit up. All right, I'm gonna take that down 1,000. And then, as you're drawing, or if anybody else is, in that quieter contemplative place, just, reflecting again on, or not again, but going back into, why did I do this? What is going on that I took a crop circle drawing class, right? That is a unique thing that you all have done. So if you're at a point of coloring or a pause point, like, just reflecting a little bit, and then we'll jump in. All right. So we've got this last one. And then, all right. So everybody got those 9? We'll go in a little smaller. Okay. Going for it. All right. So then closing the compass to 1/2 inch radius. Now this one, you really might want to break out the stencil. So it's 1/2 inch radius for a 1 inch diameter. So 1/2 inch radius. I think that's this one. Nope. Is it this one? It is the if the biggest circle is your top right, it's the one on the bottom right. Yeah. So top right and then bottom right circle. Yep. Okay, she got it. Because it gets tricky with the compass at this point. This is a really tricky one. So if you want to bust out your stencil, if you have this one, I mean, you can, any kind of stencil you have, measuring a 1/4 inch radius, so we get a inch diameter. Oh, and then we want to do a center circle as well. Right, here you go. I think I, yeah, right. So that measurements also, by the way, that is the measurement of this inner circle, right? Sorry, I think I skipped you into doing the 9, but this is that 1/2 inch that I just gave you, 1/2 inch radius, full inch diameter is the center of the circle, right? And then once you've got that, you can go ahead and erase the center. So it looks like this, right? Okay.
Like, you know.
What's that?
Oh, that was
Okay.
spiky. Sorry.
Oh, Mikey, yeah. Spiky.
Spiky.
Yeah. With a sweater on?
Yes.
Yeah, love it. And then is it a difference? Yep. The smaller ones, scratch you up on this. The smaller ones are even tinier. So that's the 1/2 inch radius was for the center circle. And then Shelly's off on her own measurement altogether. Is it too small? Ah, it's too small. All right.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, great. All right.
Don't we go to
So-
a 1/4?
Yeah, then you go down to
Oh,
a
okay.
1/4 for the rounds, for this
Mhm.
last rounds. Yeah.
Okay, cool. I already did that.
Yep, down to a 1/4. Right. So we started at an inch, then we went 3/4.
Mhm.
Then the center is the 1/2 inch, and then we're down to a 1/4. So it's this relationship, right? It's the symmetry. Oh, and then Pauline, the 1/4 is tiny.
Mhm.
Oh, that's annoying. All right. So on the bottom, tiny, let's see which is the
Mhm.
easiest way to go. Starting from the outer corner on the tiny row. Yeah, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's the 6th one in from, yep, there you go. 1/4 inch tininess on that inner ring of circles. And once you've got those circles, God, Maureen, you're just doing you've got your own show here. I love it. You got the PDF. You're checking that one. It's so brilliant.
And I just follow along, but I see what I did wrong, and I can see the pattern that's the right one that I need.
Oh, that's next level when you can figure out how to fix it. Nice.
Yeah. Beautiful.
And then once you've got these circles, you can erase the line in the center. So that's a little bit clearer. And I think this is where I figured out when to erase the outer circle. There you go. So you guys likely have this now, or some version of it. And if you want to, if you're there, if you want to, oh no, the lines go all the way through. That's right. Nope. The lines, you can erase the lines in the circle, right? The line stops at the circle perimeter. So all of these these 1/2 lines that go through all the circles, you can erase those too. Yeah. And then where did I put it? It's somewhere. See, that's what happens. Every time I close something out, I really regret it. This is what you want. Yeah, so yours will ultimately, hopefully, will look like this.
My stupid eraser.
So much erasing. And I bet, I don't have it. I do have this one though. So, see, they should all be 3 inches. Oh, that's not bad. Oh my God, Marla, they're all 3 inches. This is like even distribution. They're all 3 inches. Marla, how does that happen? We saw it very clearly wonky. 3 inches on all of them. The width between the outer perimeter circles. Holy moly. That's amazing. Yeah, right? Because it was super wonky. It was wonky. And there's probably slight degrees of wonkiness, but. All right. Shelly, where is it? Damn it. All right, I will leave this up.
It's here. I'm making it kind of a lollipop.
Oh, hang on, I can't see it quite. Wait. Hang on. Oh my goodness. Wait. Okay, no, I want to take a minute sharing because some people are still drawing. So hang on a second and we'll hold it up because that
Yep.
looks really fucking cool. All right.
And I know I had a big eraser like 2 days ago. And I can't figure out how to replace the eraser in this little guy.
Is that, which one is that? Is that the, let me
It's
see.
the mono 01, you know, with the little tiny tip.
Yeah, didn't they send you replacements?
I have a replacement. I
Have a
can't figure out how to get it in.
You got it. It's in the back half. It's like in that,
There's a tube.
yeah.
It won't go in the tube.
No, it won't go in from the, no, it won't go in from the tip end. It goes in from the top.
That's what I'm trying to do.
Oh, all right.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
I know.
If I figure it out, I'll, I don't even think mine is nearby. All right.
How annoying.
So there's a way. All right, everybody's just finishing up with the circles, and then I'm gonna grab mine and see if I can remember. Hang on.
I may have the directions on a backup. Hold on, I'll look.
Okay, thanks. Hmm.
I remember having a hard time with this as well. I want to see if I can. You guys can't hear me. All right, are we finishing up? Is everybody pretty much there? Good, got a couple of empty chairs. All right. Oh, that's not quite right.
I threw away the packaging, so I don't have the weld, so I'll be wondering too. Huh.
I feel like I just yanked it out because I've definitely oh, is it the front? Do you no? So okay, so I'll probably break mine. So that doesn't come out. Yeah, you just take the back off. Yeah, you just take the back off. And then, so that what you were trying to do to insert it after you take the back off? Yeah, did it work? Did you get it? Or you can't fit it in there because that's pretty small. Well, unmute yourself though, so we can.
Ah, yes, so
Okay.
I've got the tip.
You know, I feel
have
like
my
the,
replacement,
yeah,
but my little replacement eraser is a little bit too wide to go in.
well,
That's a bummer. Here, I have another set. Let me have one more. Let me see if this one fits.
there's also the, I just broke mine.
Oh,
I figure that out. It's got a funky little, all right, I'm gonna work on that. I thought maybe if I could do it quickly, I don't know
Oh.
why I would be able to figure it out faster than you. Okay,
this would be
So-
all right if I could find my other erasers, but you know, sometimes erasers just hide.
yeah, but I think I'm
That's
so excited to
bizarre.
see your piece even without the erasing. So Amy, do you have something different there? Because you have the little, no, those are the replacements there. Yeah. So, and they
So
have a
I
little,
threw away the packaging.
Mhm.
That's what I thought I had it, but I just kept the little tube, so I didn't throw. I have to Google it or
Yeah.
something.
but they have they have like a special end that helps to reload it that I can't quite remember. But yeah, if you just do the Tombow replacements, I don't know. But I do want to want to get into the sharing and the reflections and
Oh,
seeing-
I got it.
Oh, fabulous.
Oh,
Okay, here's what you do.
Okay, let me see. Hang
So
on.
you've got the end
No,
Yeah.
not yet.
with
Okay.
the lid off.
yeah.
You push it down and then
Oh,
Okay.
yay.
insert it that end.
Yeah.
Got it.
Brilliant.
Nice.
right.
Thank you.
You're
Excellent.
welcome.
All right, cool. We've got our erasers available. Excellent. So let's drop into just reflections and shares and thoughts about, let's see this one for sure. And then let's just take a minute. We'll do this one, any energies or inspirations with this one, and then we'll go back around and we'll do like closing insights, reflections for the whole month. So at one point I was thinking, okay, well, we'll break this one up into half and then we'll do one more class because it's never enough time.
That's a good idea. Yeah.
I know, but
One more class. Yes.
one more class might not be a bad idea. So, all right, let's in my world it's 5:55. So let's jump into sharing this one. And who would like to start us off with what you've got from this week or the week before? All right, Shelly's going in. Here we go. Let's see this
Here we
thing.
go. So here's the miniature.
Oh, it's like ripples.
So I decided just to keep the big circle and then do inner circles because why not?
Nice.
Because why
Mhm.
not? Because that's where it went.
Mhm.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Beautiful.
So it's still fun.
Uh-huh.
It's still
Always fun.
symmetric.
it's still symmetric. It's
Can
always
you
fun.
put her on speaker so we can see it bigger?
Don't I do that every time I turn the spotlight on?
That time it wasn't.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, here you
Put-
go.
There,
Okay.
there.
Oh, I
good.
must have had you on. Okay, there you go.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Oh,
Oh,
My
it's got
daughter
like
just
the-
stopped in to
great.
show me. Come
Oh,
one moment.
does everyone know Monster High? The Monster High dolls?
Do you guys know Monster High dolls?
No.
Doesn't matter if
Oh,
you
yeah.
don't. Come look.
Oh, okay. I'm dressing up as one of them.
Oh,
Oh,
fabulous.
Cute.
Oh, that's a fun
Oh,
night
that's
out.
perfect.
You look
Hi,
good
everyone,
even if
though.
we
Nice
don't
to meet
know.
you all.
Yeah, nice to meet you. You look good even
Right.
if we don't know the reference.
You
Yeah,
gorgeous.
just Claudine from Monster High. She's a werewolf.
Oh, fabulous.
Purple and leather and pink. So, yeah.
Yeah, any excuse
Yes,
for purple
so
leather. and
she's
pink, yeah.
transitioned to a werewolf tonight.
There you go. Have fun.
Well, have a great Saturday, everyone. Bye.
Thanks,
Oh,
you
that's
too.
Cute.
Oh, it's Saturday. Didn't even know. Okay. So I have a thing I'm going to later too, if I can pull myself together. I just want to like go in bed and not come out for a while. All right, Shelly, thank you for that. And then we'll come back around and do kind of closing reflections. But for now, anybody else want to share theirs? Marla, you want to show us again what your piece that you were working on? And all right. Top of the head.
okay.
All right.
So this is the when we did it originally, and I just
Oh, yeah.
colored it in tonight.
Oh, that's beautiful. Is that moonlight shining on your crop circle
No.
or no? Okay, it's the lighting. Oh, beautiful. But it does have a kind of a moon essence there in the center a
Yeah,
little bit.
yeah.
What do you feel with it?
I feel just that I was able to complete it because I wasn't able to complete it last time, and then this one was just a mess. And so going back to it, it was able to be a completion.
Oh,
felt good.
fabulous.
Because
I'm
I
so
like to draw with you all, and
Mm-hmm.
yeah, so that felt nice.
Oh, nice. I love it. All right. Thank you. Let's
Mhm.
see. We got a couple. All right. Who's got a pause point? Amy, how about you? Where are you at? How'd it go? I'm calling on everybody now. Just going for business. All right. Is this
Oh.
this isn't the second one, is it?
No, it's my
Okay,
first.
good. I was like, oh no, she's coming again. All right. Wow. Beautiful. Yep,
Beautiful.
Yeah. There
No,
it is.
it's just
Wait,
very.
no. You don't get to do that.
Do what?
Don't tell us how off it is.
No, I was gonna say that. No, I was gonna say,
Okay.
it feels so joyful. It
Oh,
feels, it feels like it's bursting, and I love the symmetry, and I'm going to go through and I kept all the centers because I'm going to go through and do it with pen, and then see how it comes together, and then I'll draw it again, and then maybe next time I see you, or I'll send it to you, you'll see it color.
Yeah. Oh, beautiful. I'm sorry. I thought you were going to go into saying what was, I'm so glad that it just feels joyful for you.
Yeah,
That's
it
great.
does. It's really nice. Thank you.
All right. Thank you. All right. You got a smile on Owl's and Maureen's deep in it. We don't even have Maureen in the picture. All right. All right. Let's see. I called on him. Stephanie, why don't you go for it? And then Maureen will come in with you. All right. How's it going? You got to take your blur off there. Or you're back. Yeah, you're doing that. Sorry. All right. There it is.
I'm still erasing, so I'm a little behind, but this
Oh,
is
wow. Full. Oh, so beautiful.
pretty big. I'm happy with
Beautiful.
it.
And you've got the inner triangle in there, which is
I was
super
just gonna
cool.
say, I kind of like the inner triangle still there.
Yeah.
I know. It's like I'm yeah. The erasing part has been the challenge for the day, so I'm just very slowly getting there.
Oh, it's beautiful. It's beautiful. All right. Thank you. Yeah. Any thoughts or reflections about it though? Feelings, first impressions, or aside from erasing, or in addition?
I did do this before, and that I think was in August in the previous class, and I did this like 3 times, and I colored it and I loved it, and I think it is pretty much an explosion of joy. So that's
Okay.
exactly what I needed today.
Yeah. Yeah. I was just listening to the one that wanted to happen, and it was really this one. And I was like, I don't know if we know this one, but it was, there's many that we could have done that we've done already, but this one was like, I need to be with my people. Okay, good. You did it like a couple times. All right. I love that. Maureen, how's it going? I put you a second.
Going really well. That was an excellent thing, having the PDF. You can just go backwards and forwards and catch up. So I haven't finished, but we're getting there.
Love it. Love it. How do you feel? What do you think?
It's more symmetrical than the last one. It's beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
But while I'm doing this, one of the things I'm doing lately is connecting to Indra's net, or the grandmother's web of light, kind of second dimensional space, if you like, where we're all connected. And this reminds me of that. All these gorgeous little light, they're all filled with light, and each of us as on there is all filled with light. So and it's such a connecting thing. That's what I'm feeling with this one today. It's just beautiful.
Love it.
And it reminds me of the Aboriginal art. They drew a lot of circles, and their circles are often groups of people and connections. It just reminds me a little bit of that as well. Yeah, good choice. I was very happy to do this.
Oh, good. Good. So glad. It's kind of a choice. It's kind of not. All right. Pauline, how's it going? You got a big smile on your face, but you muted. Let's see what you got. If you want. And no pressure. If you want to share, you don't have to. All right. You got it. You're off mute. Yeah.
Lots of erasing. It's still kind of messy, but it's getting there.
Oh, Pauline.
Hey,
Yeah, look at that.
look at that. It's beautiful.
Oh my gosh. Dang, woman. Brilliant.
Dang. Now, this is the first one so that was pretty messy when we did this before. Excuse me.
Yeah.
But this one's smaller. It seems like this one's bigger.
The other one doesn't
like
actually
that.
look so
So
messy to
funny.
me. Okay.
And
Wow.
mine went smaller.
Yeah.
What did you say?
The first one didn't look too messy to me, but if it's messy for you, I get it.
Well,
but
I
I
didn't
can't.
finish it. Yeah, it's kind of so can I ask a question about your pencil? When I had my pencils are really hard to erase the lines. I don't know if it's too dark of a pencil. It's a 2. It's 2, but
is it just a regular pencil?
Yeah, should I get a special one?
No, it's just, I think it's practice. And because I'm only using a regular pencil for the lightness of it, but it's really just so beginning. Pauline. Like it's so early that like to have a little more weight on the pencil with the compass, it's just what it is. That's what's happening. Like that's gonna happen, you know?
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
just takes practice.
That's kind of, I
But
can see all the old lines, you know.
I know, and I try, you know, we try to like try lightly, but it's just, it's not,
Yeah.
it's
yeah.
gonna, it takes a while to
Okay.
have that kind of control, but those look brilliant.
Oh, thank you. Good. And
Yeah,
it makes me
beautiful.
feel good.
Yeah.
It's a good feeling. I'm glad we did
Yeah.
it.
Oh, me too. And you know, you've got the first one, it sounded like you didn't, that was the one in class, the first one, and then this one,
Yeah.
but this one in class also, and you finished it, which is like massive, massive.
Yeah. I wasn't sure at first, but I did.
I know it's tricky. It really is doing it with a group. And you know, it's all the more kudos when you hang in there with that pressure.
Well,
and
you remember
you
the
know.
don't stop, keep going thing. You remember that? Don't stop, keep going.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna apply that to my life right now. So that's
Yeah.
what we're doing. I'm just gonna don't stop, keep going.
Yep.
All right. So it's so yeah, Maureen.
Just on the pencils,
Yeah.
you've got, when you go to buy pencils, you've got HB, 2HB, various different sorts of things. So what is the lighter one? How do they go up in lightness to darkness sort of thing? I'm new at this.
6B is the darker one that I have, and then 2B would be the lightest one that I have. So that it can go, I mean, it can go as, I don't know how high it goes, but
I
yeah.
imagine it's like a charcoal scale, like same thing, right? Like it's the density of the lead and let's
So 2B, 3D would be lighter than the HB.
yeah. I
Yeah.
don't think we'll be able to see that, but it's good. There's soft lead
Yeah,
and
yeah.
hard lead. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think more to
Thanks,
this
Stephanie.
point.
That's very helpful.
Yeah. But I think more to right now is, you know, practice and how hard you're going on the compass and all
Yeah.
of that.
Yeah.
So yeah, Amy.
Yeah, I was curious, Stephanie, that you guys were talking about a triangle. Stephanie, I didn't see it. Where is the triangle that you were going to leave on there?
Yeah, let me
In the middle.
back in there.
Is it-
It's kind of faint, but it's in there.
Well, I
Oh,
actually
oh
it
yeah.
Oh, got it. Got it.
That's
Okay,
really
it is
cool. Oh, that's really
beautiful.
cool. Yeah.
like
Yeah.
Will you hold it there for 1 second because it's so fast. Show us one more time.
Yeah, that's
I
beautiful.
think it was just the fact that I was doing something
Very nice.
different.
I like it. Ah, okay, wonderful. Thank you. Because I drew a triangle in the middle circle, and
Ah,
I thought I don't recall that. So thank you. I wanted to see
Oh,
what
that's good.
that's
Yeah.
beautiful.
well, and the other thing with the magic of 3, 6, and 9 is that's a downward facing triangle. You can put the upward facing triangle and you're gonna have a tetrahedron.
Ooh, both.
Like it's just cool, you know, like a lot of fun, right? Like so once I mean, honestly, I heard the crop circle, it was resonating with my energy, and I'm like, no, wait a minute, we've done that one. Like I think everybody but one person in here has done that, and yet totally different experience every time. It's just like with the geometry, you're going to find new things and that you're going to feel a little bit more freedom to riff on it, you know, and do something different. So, or it's going to be bigger or smaller. So let's do a pause on the heads down in the drawing and just connect with each other and have a last go around about this month that we've spent together, this merry band of misfits who are here doing the most amazing thing of drawing crop circles. Like I mean, people, I am me through and through. I show up in my peripheral, not peripheral, my kind of outlier ways. And even when I say I've got a class where we're drawing crop circles, it's still an edge for people to go like, you're doing what? So just to have the group, all of us, where we're all normal in this space, you know, not like I've needed normalcy for a long time, but it's so beautiful and comforting and validating. And I just keep coming down to feeling so grateful for all of you and the time to be in all of my passions, you know, with the geometry, with like-minded and like-hearted souls, and the crop circles. I'm still asking why, you know, so if you guys have any insights on the why for you, you know, why the crop circles, what is this? That's cool. If you don't have anything on that either, just, you know, how are you doing? Last check-ins, last closures. Until the next time, at least. Stephanie, or so who jumped in first? Sorry, didn't see it.
Oh yeah.
Okay, go for it.
I think the crop circles are portals, and based on our experience, maybe when we are not in the 3D awakening world, like we are in the other realm when we're sleeping, that probably is where we feel it's more home. So we are naturally drawn during our awake hours towards them, and we feel it's just more natural. I mean, I have mentioned that I've drawn crop circles because of the geometry of it and because they're beautiful and aesthetically pleasing to the eye. And I haven't had anybody say anything weird about it. So, you know, do they understand all the mystery that goes behind it? Probably not, but I don't think that the crop circles per se are necessarily, that's just very much my personal opinion. I don't think they're weird at all. I think they're the coolest thing. But yes, I think it's because they're portals for us that we visit frequently during our sleep hours, right? And we connect very easily to them during our sleep hours. And then when we are awake, right, in the 3D awake hours, then we are just back, you know, drawn to them and make our way back to the connection that we have, and continuing to tap into the wisdom that they offer. So that's what I believe. That's what I feel is my truth.
Yeah, I'm with you. That's beautiful. Thank you. I'm keeping us all in gallery as we talk so we can feel the connection, not making the huge, you know, screen. Absolutely. No, thank you. It's part of when I say weird or normal, it's because a lot of the folks in the world, they've bought into the disinformation campaign where they don't get that it's something else. And so depending on who you're interfacing with, you know, it really can seem like a fringy thing. And so, but y'all know my extraordinary, ordinary, whatever I say. Weird, crazy, extraordinary, right? So that, no, thank you for sharing. That was beautiful. So glad you're here. All right, Shelly, you're off mute. Are you going in? Oh, so's Maureen. Sorry.
Yeah, I can go
All right.
in.
Okay.
I agree 100% with you, Stephanie, on this. I always feel like these are some portals and a type of communication back, you know, gentleness, joy, awe, reminder to find awe in simplicity. And these aren't, they're simple, but they're not. And just that kind of oxymoron, if you will, is just kind of life. And it's really fascinating to me. And I find these very soothing. And I did remember when you flashed up the other one, the masculine one that you thought we might draw.
Yeah.
Earlier, but it wasn't resonating with you.
Mm-hmm.
That flashed a memory this week also while sleeping. I saw that pattern when I woke up. So
right.
yeah. I was visiting that doorway. I don't know what was there. Maybe that was the gentle people.
Maybe tesseracts look pretty intense, but it's
well, I
a
can't remember if it was the
tesseract
same night or if it was different night. You know, I always see different geometric shapes.
Yeah, but it's its own portal, right? The tesseract.
Right.
So
yeah.
Do you want me to hold that one up one more time?
Yeah.
Just so we can get a hit on it. Where did I put it? Maybe if I can find it. Oh, it seems to have gone away. There it is. It's a very large.
Yeah, I saw that a bunch of them like together, like it had, you know, how the seed of life can keep going. Same with that honeycomb and that. It's very cool.
Yeah.
I love it. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, this would definitely take 2 classes to do. I mean, it's quite involved. So maybe that'll be part of the next series is we'll do that one and some others. So
Yeah,
there-
and I just find these very soothing on the sympathetic nervous system. So
Yeah.
I think that they're a gift for
Mhm.
the body as well, the 3D
Mhm.
body that needs soothing because it's hard to be in this space.
yeah, no, that's perfect. Thank you.
Yeah.
It
You're welcome.
feels like if you're going to maximize them and draw them or make them into 3D, whatever, just spending time with them is like calling on what the gift that they are, like just looking at them is one thing, but boy, central nervous system needs a little bit of rescue at this point. Oof.
And same with geometry. So that's why I just like all of my art has transitioned that way. There's geometry, there's radials, there's repeating patterns, it's just very soothing.
We need that.
And I thank you for that wormhole that I've jumped into and I'm just staying. It's a nice one.
Nice
A
one.
nice little nest to be in.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm so glad you're in the wormhole. That's wonderful. Oh, I feel a little soothed by your share. Thank you. All right.
Good.
Thank you.
That's so beautiful.
Yeah. All right, who's going in next? Wrapping up. Yeah,
Oh.
Maureen.
Thank you, Shelley and Stephanie. I so resonate with what you're both saying, and because this whole thing is quite indescribable in some ways, hearing your words so resonates. That's what it is. So yeah, it's brilliant. I've loved crop circles since I first saw them. I sort of tossed away well, they're not real. That it just doesn't touch me very much. And 30 odd years ago, maybe more, I gave my very first public talk on crop circles because the teacher said, just do something you're really interested in. And I thought, oh, well, I'm really interested in crop circles at the moment. I think I only had one book and it was before the internet. So it was only a 10-minute talk. So I gave a talk on that and it didn't really go much further because the information was not so available. And then I saw you one day doing in Portland, when you're in Portland, and I thought, Portland, that's not far, that's just up the road, but it's kind of a bit further than that actually. It's on the other side of the world. But that Portland, and I just loved it, and doing the classes and the drawing of these, because I feel that crop circles are putting a message into our collective consciousness. It's all about the evolution of humanity. Most of what we do, all the multidimensional stuff and all that sort of thing, it's all kind of, putting extra little drops into that evolutionary process I believe we're going through. And the looking at the crop circles is one thing, but drawing the crop circles, we're kind of doing it again. So whatever message they're putting into these crop circles, and I don't know what that is, but I just feel that it's good, it resonates. The whole body resonates with yes. I think we're assisting that process and our own process by drawing, and it's just a wonderful thing to do. I've been wanting to do sacred geometry for a long time, and it hasn't quite got to the, okay, let's clear off the rest of your life and make space for it. Well, this is wanting to make space for itself. It's important enough to be making space. So I thank you for it, and I thank you all for it, because it's a wonderful journey, and I love hearing all of your opinions and that, because it's very, well, Shelley said it's kind of safe. It is, it helps. It helps me, because this is something that I don't understand on many. I'm starting to get a few words, but on most levels it's still, I don't know what's going on, but I love it and I'm doing it. And thank you, Nadi, and thank you everybody else. I so appreciate it.
Thank you, Maureen. Yeah, it starts knocking on the door at first and then it just starts pounding. You can't not do it anymore.
Yeah, yeah.
Thank you. Yeah, Pauline.
I echo everything you guys say. It's like a mystery. There's mystery, but it's a feeling. And I don't even know what feeling it is, but it does something. It does relax me. And they're mysterious. And I keep thinking, do I have to know the message that they're trying to relay, or just accept how good it makes you feel, and know that it's really special. There's something special. And I didn't know anything about sacred geometry at all until about like a year ago when I was looking at Nassam Harim's his Facebook, whatever.
Mhm.
And so that's what that is. Then I began to see it in nature, and it's so cool to draw it. I mean, it's another level up to into the wormhole, I guess. It's like, okay, but I don't have any answers to anything. I just trying to accept the good feelings and the mystery of it. And I know that it's probably going to come in like stages, maybe the revelations that they're going to give us. It's going to give us whoever did them and their message. So I'm really getting into it, and I put them in my bedroom, and I haven't dreamt about them yet because they're right in my bedroom. So
You will.
I could have a dream.
Mhm. Yeah. I bet we
So,
could say that you're just not remembering it. If they're in your bedroom,
possibly.
it's
Yeah,
happening.
I never remember my dreams. So
Well,
that could be
there's
very
ways,
likely.
yeah, there's ways to play with that. I know Zenka's, there's a lucid
Lucid
dreaming
dreaming.
course. Yeah, go
Yeah,
for that because
yeah.
it was really amazing to practice connecting with
Was
the
it?
dream.
Did
Yeah.
it work for you? Did it work?
Yeah, you just have
Oh.
to train your brain. You have to futz a little bit with your sleep schedule and stay on a surfacey way, but it's really fun.
Okay.
And recommend that if they're in your bedroom, you're definitely working with them. And
Yeah.
so appreciate you being in the class, but just sitting in the mystery, right? Like that's
Yeah, it's
a
so cool.
spiritual practice, because we don't get to know this stuff, but the feeling is what makes it so real for me as well. So eloquently put.
Thank you for the class, and thank you guys for sharing with me this journey we're on.
Quite a journey. And in case you didn't see it, Stephanie just said she had to step out, and I know we're running a little bit past. So
Okay.
Amy, Marla, no rush. Just how's it going? What do you think? What are your thoughts? All right, Marla's in there with her hand towards the mute.
So I don't have a lot to add to everything else everyone has said so eloquently. I find the drawing is so soothing. I just was so blown away by my first sacred geometry class this spring, and when Nadi said she was going to do crop circles, I just went inside out. It was like, oh my God, yes, oh, I'm in. But I find it, I'm sorry I wasn't able to make most of these classes. The weekends are very difficult, and I've been traveling a lot, but it's soothing when you do it in this lovely group that we have. Is just so wonderful. It really is a mystery unfolding for all of us. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, Marla in your soft space. I love it. I think it's even more beautiful when you're going to miss a couple of classes and you still sign up and you watch the recordings. It's really a beautiful, it's its own relationship, but it's a level of dedication that's pretty powerful.
Right. We'll have to work on that, watching recordings.
Yeah, I will send the
and
the last
PDFs I only have the first PDF. That's the only one I have. I don't have any.
Okay, I will convert this into a YouTube. I'll send all 4 weeks, and I'll send all of the PDFs. So you'll get it, and you'll get everything again, just to make sure we've got it. But
and
not to
make
rush
sure
past
that
process.
I respond to you and say I got it.
Okay. Great. There's a technical piece. And before we finish, Amy, just you've all spoken to the group piece, and it's so powerful to be in a group of people. It's just so validating and amazing people nonetheless. So it's just, you know, amazing that you've all shown up, and so grateful for you all. So Amy, you want to bring us home?
Yeah, kind of like Marla, you know, I mean, guys have said so much and said it so eloquently. You know, I've been drawing sacred geometry for a while, and it's kind of just stretching me out a little bit more. But I think a lot of it's just the importance of being with other people that feel that too, because so often, you know, when I've shown drawings to people, oh, that's really pretty, you know, and it's a nice thing to hear. You know, I like to use a lot of color, as you well know. And some people are surprised they didn't know I could do that. And it's always fun. But this kind of validation is different because this is the real heart and the soul of what this is. And you guys get it. So I thank you. And it's very meaningful for me to be here with all of you. And thank you, Nadi, because if it wasn't for you, I wouldn't be doing this.
Oh,
I
likewise.
just want to share one thing that I think you'll all get a kick out of. Oh, where'd you go? I touched something and there you. I was at a yoga class and she was going to have a showing. She's an artist as well, and she was showing yantras. And I went and I was telling her, oh, I'm having so much fun. I've been drawing sacred geometry and crop circles now. And she said, what are you drawing? And I said, oh, you know, Metatron's cube. And she said, I don't know anyone who even knows what Metatron's cube is. I live in a rural area, and she was just so blown away that I even knew what she was talking about. There's not a lot of people who
No, that's when
so
you're
I
part
know
of the in crowd.
I show some of my stuff and they go, oh, isn't that cool?
Yeah, because you guys are the coolest. We're the coolest, or we're the band of merry misfits. My friend calls us that. So I think that that's really true. Thank you, Marla. Ah, let's take a couple deep breaths together. It's always not so fun to end, but we'll just at your own pace, just connect with each other. So beyond in the quantum realm, sending each other big love through deep breaths. Feeling the joy in our hearts and just such deep appreciation to be able to do this, and deep appreciation for each other. Knowing that our connection is so beyond this lifetime, it's so beyond this aspect of ourselves. We have large agreements beyond this 3D Zoom call, and it's really extraordinary. Let's feel into the extraordinary nature of this collection of people, and just know that we'll take each other with us, and that the class and the energies of each of us is imbued in the formations that we've drawn in all of our crop circles. So that carries on. We have transitional objects as we leave this series, but there'll be more. There'll be another one.
Thank you for doing this 4 weeks. Thank you, Mom.
My deepest pleasure. I get to do this. Yeah. Thank you all so much. I wish you, until we see each other again, all of the best smooth sailing rides in these times.
Love you all.
Bye, guys.
Just
You
pop
too.
in.
Bye. See you
Keep
again.
drawing.
Keep drawing. Yeah.
Bye.
All right. Bye-bye.